But coming back, it was, you have other people driving you around. The school had, I guess you could say, chauffeurs. We had vans that the school owned, so we even had the rides to and from school. School was only a few miles away, but they would pick us up in the morning and take us home at night.
How big is Kunming, a big city?
It's about 7 million people. So it's,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like the 23rd or 24th largest city in China, population-wise.
Right.
But really, it's comparable to like maybe Houston or Chicago.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So is Changsha.
Yeah.
All these huge cities, and we haven't heard of them before. Yeah. So pretty urban environment. And you lived in the city then?
We lived right on the outskirts of the city, which, you know, it's kind of like I don't want to say the suburbs, because it wasn't at all. We still had the tall buildings and everything, but we were probably a 20-minute drive from the heart of downtown. You know, once you get downtown, I mean, it's like, I mean, that's really the city. I mean, it looks like Chicago. It looks like, you know, you see the real tall buildings. So we were a little bit out, but it's still definitely urban area. Another few miles out, you know, it gets rural pretty fast. There's farms and things like that out on the outskirts. So we were right on the edge of the city.
Did the school provide your apartment and
yeah,
those types of things?
the school provided basically everything, all the living conditions, and you know, like I said, we didn't need a vehicle. We needed to ride somewhere even on the weekend. They really accommodate.
Is that for all teachers, or?
Yeah, you know, particularly us, because we were me being the principal and my wife being the teacher,
right,
and us helping get the school started. But they pretty much take care of, for housing arrangements, generally, like for teachers, what they do is they'll rent an apartment that might be 4 or 5 bedroom apartment, and they'll put 4 or 5 teachers in one one apartment, and then they'll have, the teachers always have their room and board covered. Their salaries are not very much. You know, it's like a few $100s a month is what a Chinese teacher would probably make, and then but they definitely you know, for having no other expenses really, because pretty much everything else is covered.
Well, what about a family going over? Say if Gretchen and I and Edie were going over, they have arrangements for something like that?
They would, and as a matter of fact, if you know that Roy and Julie Bernards went the following year, they stayed in the exact same apartment that we stayed in. So they had the same situation with the apartment. You know, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. It's in a nice little area, little restaurants around, little shops around.